You don't need anything else besides this element as the foundation to what you're trying to trade, and you can make all the money you'd ever want. I'm going to say that again in case you missed it. You're trying to find right now, you want the daily bias and you want to be able to buy below the open and hold for the whole entire day. But are you really doing those things when you try to trade? No. As soon as you get 10 handles or 10 pips or whatever, you start struggling with holding on to the trade. You're paranoid that that winning trade that you just found out just fell into your lap. Oh my goodness, I'm winning. This is something new. I need to secure this. But then you're thinking, oh wait a minute, I'm supposed to be holding for the daily range. And now you're wrestling. And that becomes a real hard wrestling match, doesn't it? It makes you feel nauseous. And if anybody tries to talk to you, even if they love you, your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your child, your dog comes over and nuzzles up next to you, any other time you're like, oh, this time, get away from me! Can't you see I'm trying to worry about this 10 pip handles move? The weight of the world is on my shoulders right now, and you're coming at me with this? You know what it means. You're stressing out. Why? Why would you have that response? Folks listening to headphones are like, oh man, this guy. You're awake now, aren't you? But that's the reality. That's what it's like. And you'll feel it if you've never been there. You'll feel it. But the reason why you feel that is because you don't know what you're doing. You haven't done this part long enough where you're completely desensitized to, okay, I'm doing this exercise to get comfortable with anticipating price moves. I'm getting comfortable with not knowing what it's going to do next candle, this candle, 5 candles from now, but I think it's going to draw to specific price levels. Where would you feel confident? This is the part that a lot of my students skip over. They don't do any work with this part of it. They ignore it. They assume that it has no bearing on them. It doesn't have any basis or placement in them, okay? Because they want some kind of gimmicky little 1, 2, 3, get me in the trade. Where's my stop supposed to be? I only want a one-handle stop loss like ICT. I want to be able to do everything perfect right from step 1. I don't want to have any adversities. That's not realistic because you're going to have a whole lot of adversities. And you have to invite that, be comfortable with it, because that's where it's going to highlight your shortcomings in your understanding, and it's going to also teach you how to overcome it. Because once you identify what you're having an issue with, wouldn't you want to know what your problems are in your relationship? Like if you were married to a new spouse and you genuinely love them, but they haven't been forthright in telling you what your character flaws are that really get under their skin because they don't want to offend you, because they don't want to hurt your feelings. But wouldn't you want them, sincerely, wouldn't you want them to tell you in a way that doesn't hurt you, that doesn't jar you or make you feel offended that you want to go run to the bar and cheat on them? You would love for them to say, hey, I love you. I sincerely care about you. I want us to be together. And that romance is what you want with the marketplace. You want the market to open its arms and invite you into an embrace and feel its bosom against yours. And that tenderness and that love and that acceptance that I've always been waiting for you and you're finally with me and I'm never going to let you go, honey. I'm never going to let you go. See, that's what you want. You want that romance. But really what this is a dysfunctional element of family. And what it does is it says, listen, my husband's away. Come on over. The bed's open. And you want to go over there and romp around, okay, and find a spouse out of that type of thing. And you wonder why you end up with an STD or a broken home. That's the way it works. But see, you think it's a love story. It's a romance. It's not. It's a toxic relationship. And one person in this relationship has to be able to be reasonable. And at some point, the person that's reasonable has to say, you know what? This isn't healthy for me anymore. So that means I have to turn the charts off. I need to stop following this market on this time frame right now because it's not healthy. But you can't arrive at that until you do rule-based ideas and you break things down modularly. Go with top step and then eventually